beautiful Terese coming to you from Chicago. Today we'll continue our series on foods and their benefits. We will be talking about turnip greens. Turnip greens are very high in nutrients and vitamins. They help to reduce the risk of diabetes, obesity, and heart disease. They are very nutritional but very low in calories. Today I'll be making ekwang. Ekwang is a traditional dish that is common to parts of southwest Cameroon and eastern Nigeria. It is usually made with cocoyams and cocoyam leaves, but I'll be replacing the cocoyam leaves with tunip. For this dish, we will need turnip greens, cocoyams. As you can see, I already have my cocoyams peeled and grated. For protein, we will be using smoked ham hocks and smoked turkey. We will also need onion, habanero hot pepper, some crayfish, just dried shrimp. We will also need salt and bouillon cube to taste, country onion, and red oil. I'll start off by steaming my meat. I'll blend some hot pepper and add a pinch of salt to taste. I'll steam that for about 20 to 30 minutes. While that's going on, I will tie my ekwang. So we'll start to tie our ekwang. What you do first is you put a little bit of red oil in your pot. You're doing that because you want to avoid burning your ekwang once you start cooking. Now I'll show you how to tie your ekwang. I'll tie a couple of them and then I'll let you go. Once we're halfway through, I'll come back and show you what I do at that halfway mark. Let's go. Making sure it's firm. I leave a hole at the middle of the pot because that's where I put my water. And you can definitely make it smaller too, if you like your ekwang very small in size. If I forgot to mention, I did put a pinch of salt in my grated cocoyams there for a little flavor. So let me continue tying and I'll come back halfway through. I'll show you what I do at that point. This is where we are at this point. I have filled the pot halfway. I will go ahead and add spices to my ekwang. The reason why I add spices at this point is because when my ekwang is steaming, I want the spices to get into the ekwang, as I will not be stirring the pot while I'm cooking to avoid my leaves from peeling off from the cocoyams. I'll start off with some bouillon. Then I'm going to add some pureed pepper. I already have salt in the cocoyams, so I'm going to skip that. I'll throw in a couple of country onion. Then I'll add some crayfish. Last but not least, some sliced onion. You'll notice I left a hole somewhat in the middle of the pot. I do that because that's where I'm going to be putting my water while I'm steaming my ekwang. At this point, I'll continue tying. I will come back and show you when I'm done. I am done tying my ekwang. I have also added some cut onions and some pureed pepper. It is now time to start cooking our ekwang. Once you put your pot on the fire, close your pot and let your ekwang steam for about a couple of minutes so the leaves can get attached to the cocoyams. Once that's done, we'll come back and add water. I like to use warm water so it continues to boil without sitting there for the water to get warm again before it starts to boil. At this point, I'm going to add some hot water. Put it in the middle. We'll let that steam for about 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and check on how our ekwang is doing. We are checking on our ekwang at this point. We've been cooking for about 30 minutes. Looks good. I added a little bit of water. We'll continue to steam for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll bring in our meat. This is where we are at this point. We have been cooking for about 45 minutes. I am going to turn the pot around because I don't want to stir the pot and get the leaves off of the cocoyams. So I'll show you how to do that. So you just gently move your pot around. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of warm water. We'll cook for an additional 5 minutes, and then we'll bring in our palm oil. It's now time to add our palm oil. Remember to add in moderation. We should be good to go. We'll let that simmer for 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and check. This is where we are at this point. Our oil has been cooking for about 5 to 7 minutes. Use a wooden spoon, a flat one, to kind of move your ekwang around. Again, to avoid the leaves from getting off of the cocoyams. So you just gently do that. As you can see, I still have all the leaves on my cocoyams. That looks really good. I'll let that simmer for 2 minutes, and then the next time you see me, we'll be serving. So let's come back and serve. Voila! We are all done. Today we made ekwang. Let's take a closer look at our dish. Look at that greenery. The secret to keeping your leaves on your cocoyams is to avoid stirring your pot constantly. Like I showed you during the video, move your pot around, and then towards the end, use a wooden spoon just to shake the pot around. That way you can blend all the spices together. Doesn't that look delicious? That's it, folks. Remember to use your palm oil in moderation and control your portion size. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Cooking with Terese, on Instagram at Cooking with Terese. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Cooking with Terese, and don't forget to support our non-for-profit organization, Wholesome Health Promotion. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Remember, eating healthy does not have to be boring. Bye-bye, and see you next time.